And his response was, no, our best, case scenario is to, start the guy who wins the most games. And that's us. That's what we're trying to do. And I was like, wow, okay. And it didn't sound like, you know, if it was one game or 10 games more, like it didn't matter. That's what it came off as. And I was like, okay, like they're really trying to make sure that whatever the case may be, they win games in 2025, whether it's with Anthony or Daniel Jones, and the youth of Anthony, the longevity that he could possibly provide. Daniel Jones being on a 1-year contract, like none of that really seemed to matter to Chris Ballard and crew, because they were just like, hey, we're here to win, which they are paid to do. But a bit of a different stance, I would say, certainly from where Anthony was when he came back from the bench. And they're all saying, oh, he's our franchise quarterback, to the end of the season. Oh, we need competition, to doubling down on it there in Palm Beach.
Yeah, and I gotta say I agree with that. Zach, what do you think? Because at a certain point, we all thought, Shane, Chris, and Anthony are kind of a package deal, and how one of them goes, they're all going to go. But now, kind of at a point where they got to win games by any means necessary, and got to take the training wheels off, and it's kind of up to Anthony to make sure that he wins the job if it's up to him. So, does this kind of change your gauge on this at all, Zach?
Not too much for me personally, and James can obviously react to what I'm about to say here, but my speculation, reading between the lines, is you kind of have to speak like that to keep that fire lit under Anthony's butt. Even if this is an expensive way to light a fire under him, is to throw all this money at Daniel Jones, you have to say it like that so he works his butt off this offseason.